Previously on the colony.
So where is everybody?
A group of strangers enter a controlled experiment.
I understand that participation may involve strenuous physical activities.
To rebuild after an apocalypse. They secure the survival basics.
Fire!
And turn a cache of rotting pigs into biofuel.
Our first gallon of biofuel.
But an attack by outsiders and the arrival of 2 new volunteers
Not everything. We got people.
creates instability within the colony
How long are you gonna stay?
As long as I feel like it.
Really?
and puts pressure on their resources.
Let's do a hardcore scout.
And a trip outside the compound gets violent.
Go!
Jim, you all right? Oh my God, that was close. Woo.
It was a pretty intense fight there. The aggression that they were showing. I don't think you can get much more violent, but we got some things and got out of there.
I got a nice one on the forearm.
Yeah, that was close.
I feel like because of Jim's actions, the guys with cattle prods are a threat.
We're in survival mode, which means we have to guard everything that we have. We can't lose anything or anyone, or we're screwed.
Hey, DeVille.
What the hell? Get any food?
So we went to a warehouse that we found, and we started taking a bunch of stuff. And then people came in from the other end. Jim held them off, and Becca and I just ran.
So what'd you guys get?
All right, so we got screws, nails, and chain falls. Yeah. And a lighting setup here. I've got some hardware, which is awesome.
Oh, that's really good.
But guys, these guys were real aggressive.
And now they're pissed that
And
we
now
stole
they're
it.
angry.
We'll be seeing them again?
I wouldn't be surprised.
What would happen if those people came back and said, we followed you guys here and you stole our stuff? We don't know how many people are behind all of this. Looks like we had 20, 30 people before.
Last time those people were here, that fence was open. I think one of those chains should be used to keep that closed.
I agree with putting the chains on the
Most definitely.
Found 2 probably 20, 30-foot chains, and they're really strong, so we can be more secure, locking up the gate a little better. So these 3 monsters that Jim got his ass beat by don't come and try to take our But I just need to get the chain secure in this front gate a little better than before. It was just kind of holding it, I mean, as a deterrent, but this will actually be more effective. The time it would take somebody to fiddle with all this to get through would either be a waste of their time,
Right.
or we would be able to hear them messing with it, you know?
Right. There we go.
Cool, cool.
With the gate locked down, all 9 volunteers gather for a security meeting.
From the far corner of your guys' house to the far corner of our house
Yeah.
to the VOPA tent. I would say that this square is what's most important.
Exactly.
All right, right now, we need an alarm system.
That big pipe right there.
That's
is
good
what we
for the
bring out.
house.
Yeah, it's got compressed air in it.
So that's our base alarm. Anybody hears that, that means something's up and we need to come together.
There's something to be said. Either long-term, we're going to live separately, or long-term, we're going to come together.
Amber and Michael have been living in a separate house since arriving 3 days ago.
And I realize you guys are still sounding us out, so I'm not talking about it in the immediate future, but I'm putting it out on the table. If threats increase, we have to decide where we're standing on that.
Yes.
Right?
All right.
Awesome. All right. I'm going to grab that bag, Michael.
I'm going to grab a bag too.
As the 7 original colonists patrol the compound, Michael and Amber return to their house.
Are you going to stay awake, or am I going to stay awake all night? Or are we going to stay awake half the night so nobody takes our stuff?
Right now I'm worried about food and water and some dude breaking in and stealing all my gear.
It just doesn't make sense why they would want to subject themselves to be out there as two, but, you know, that's their decision.
After a major catastrophe, it's difficult for separate groups of survivors to establish trust. However, in the face of life-threatening forces, emotional barriers and fears will break down. In fact, survival for everyone becomes the top priority.
The logical thing to do is to move Michael and Amber into the house. It really is stretching security a little bit thin by having them in their own place.
How do you feel about having them move into the house?
They're already here. I mean, might as well take the resources out of that and put it in here.
I think that they should be over here with us.
All right, thank you.
I like the idea. I like them both, and in union, there's always strength.
I would agree with that.
I talked to everybody, and they're all fine with Amber and Michael moving in. Michael, Amber, are you guys free for a second?
Yeah, hold on half a second.
What do we got going on over here? Everybody agrees that it'd be safer. Yep, for all of us. We're thinking you guys could just move in with us.
Just half a second, if it's okay.
Yeah. Sure.
If something happens in the middle of the night, we don't need to be separated, you know?
I'm happy that they've welcomed us in. Living together in the house gives a little bit of safety in numbers.
We're all vulnerable.
Moving into the main house, it brings us right in where everything happens and where all the real resources are. Yeah, so everybody there is cool with us moving in?
Absolutely.
Then we are cool with moving in with you guys. Oh, I gotta back up.
Nice. New life. There we go. Okay. Wonderful.
We're the new colonists, they're the old colonists, now we're becoming the colonists.
Home sweet home.
What?
It's too watery.
Lunch is apples left over from the trader's visit 2 days ago.
Taking Amber and Michael in, it's going to be hard because feeding 7 is a lot easier than feeding 9. We need food. We need protein.
But food isn't the only thing the colonists are worried about.
Resources are scarce, and fuel is of very high demand, and it's going to run out eventually.
All the colonists' power comes from a battery array charged by a diesel-fueled tractor and a gas-powered generator.
We're going to have to find alternative energy sources, and I feel like I need to come up with a plan.
Construction foreman Reno scavenges the compound for a solution to their energy problem.
Hopefully.
And looking around, the wind is always kicking here.
Reno gathers the colonists to brainstorm an idea.
Another power source is very important. We're all building our first windmill together.
Wind is a relatively simple way to convert a natural source of energy into electricity. Store it in batteries, and you can use it to power lights, tools, and other appliances. This allows you to be self-sufficient and brings you closer to the comforts of modern life.
Reno's windmill design involves 4 basic parts. First, a fan made from scavenged wood. Second, a pivoting and rotating mechanism made from car wheel assemblies. Third, a collection of bike gears that will spin an alternator and charge the battery bank. And fourth, a tower made from an old flagpole.
Every talent and every single aspect of any bit of construction I've ever used is in this project. It's going to take all of us. And George, as far as these gears go, I'm gonna need you on that. Sally, as far as what the car can do.
We do need to focus on it because we are running out of fuel.
Let's go.
So,
Sounds good.
thanks, guys. The windmill is a big project. You know, we're using automotive parts, we're using bicycle parts, we're using wood, we're using pipe, we're using parts of fence.
7?
Yep. That is the idea for the windmill. That's gonna look cool.
I know.
As the day comes to a close, all 9 volunteers head into the house for the first time.
Night, Mike.
This is gonna feel so much better than the concrete floor.
I think it's just gonna be weird having 7 other people breathing around us.
Guys? Yeah? Wake up! Hurry up, there's a fire! A big ass fire! Yeah, in our camp next door! A whole building on fire is a distraction? Yeah.
As part of the experiment, Amber and Michael's former house is set on fire to test the colonists' ability to control their instincts and respond as a group.
Where is everybody? Listen, panic. Somebody basically came in and set the place where I was sleeping yesterday on fire. That really freaks me out. Like, if they wouldn't have brought us in today, then that could have been us.
Holy hell.
Yeah, look at the size of those flames going up. I think we should send somebody out just to go around this building.
No, nobody goes out. Nobody goes out. Look.
For every action, there's always a reaction. We got away with some of the stuff that we didn't know who it belonged to. Could be a revenge motive.
But nobody's seen anybody, right?
No, I woke up, I saw a little bit of light.
Hey, someone just ran by. And it was definitely an unfriendly looking person.
Okay, where did they go?
Look out the other windows besides the fire.
Jim, don't make this more dramatic than it needs to be.
Then go look. Because they set this place on fire and we're stuck, right?
They want to get in here.
Right now
They don't
we're
want to
safe.
burn this place down. They want what's in this place. The trees caught fire.
It is so hot right there. It's really unsafe.
Is there even any other day that doesn't go something wrong?
No, I cannot see the front door. See?
Looks like the guy that we wrestled with a couple times already.
Go out there, we're gonna get our asses kicked. If you wanna go brawl, then let's go outside. Obviously somebody's trying to send a warning to us. Guys, I'm gonna go look from the window upstairs.
Out front.
You better get the out of here. We're gonna kick your ass. You better go home, buddy, because you're done.
Don't threaten anybody, please. We've already been down that road, too.
Let's
We
keep
don't
the
do
threats
that.
down until we know what they're about.
Everyone's flight or fight instinct is different. Some people charge head first into battle, while others play it safe. But in a group setting, survival depends on everyone staying out of harm's way.
Control yourself.
I agree.
Our house is burning down.
That's not your house. Relax. It's not your house.
You haven't been through this.
I don't think anybody understands